What's up, guys? Welcome to the basement. Some comics I ordered just arrived. We've got 2 compendiums, 2 omnibus, and 7 trade paperbacks. Let's check them out. So I went into this order trying to fill my Hellblazer gap. I've got a huge Hellblazer gap right now. Still need a lot of trade paperbacks from that series, so I picked up whatever they had in stock, which wasn't very much, unfortunately. I've got 4 trade paperbacks here, number 23, number 24, number 7, number 8. Then I have some Rick Remender stuff that I've been meaning to read for a while. We have De-Evolution, Strange Girl Omnibus. Then we have Harrow County Omnibus Volume 2. Buzzkill by Donnie Cates. Been meaning to pick up more of his work as well. The Goddamned by Jason Aaron. Then we have 2 compendiums. We have Wasteland Compendium 2. Enjoyed the first one. Nice little post-apocalyptic tale. Don't hear too many people talking about this one. And we have finally Spawn Compendium 1. I'm not going to spend too much time on each book. Just going to provide a quick flip through and description. If you're not familiar with the Hellblazer series, it follows the main character John Constantine, who is pretty much a badass cigarette-smoking magician who fights demons and ungodly creatures. Easily one of the best Vertigo titles, first appeared in the pages of Swamp Thing, and this volume takes place during the Garth Ennis run, an awesome writer who brought us the series Preacher, also another amazing Vertigo series. You do get a lot of bang for your buck with these Hellblazer trades. Only downside is the paper quality for these earlier volumes, which isn't very good. Next, we have The Goddamned by Jason Aaron and R.M. Guerrera. Looks like a pretty interesting read. The story takes place in 1655, after Eden, whatever that means, and life on Earth seems to have already gone to hell. We have prehistoric monsters and Stone Age marauders that roam the landscape. Seems to be very post-apocalyptic. I'm looking forward to this one. I was first introduced to Jason Aaron from his series called Scalped, which I really enjoyed. So that put him on the map for me. And this series seems very biblical, post-apocalyptic, so I do have some pretty high hopes here. Loving the art style. I know there's one more volume after this. I'm not sure if the series is continuing further. Just a reminder, guys, check out that site right there. Pick up my self-published comics and children's books directly from Amazon, starting at only a couple bucks, either digitally or paperback. Next, we have Buzzkill by Donnie Cates and Mark Resnick. The story has to do with an unconventional superhero who gets his powers through consuming drugs and alcohol. Very unique, looks amazing, seems to be right up my alley. I first came across Donnie Cates' work with a book called God Country. I also read his most recent book, Crossover, which I both really enjoyed. So I'm just slowly catching up. I've got a backlog of his books that I still need to pick up, such as Baby Teeth and Redneck, which I'm looking forward to as well. The art style here looks amazing. The storyline is pretty short. Looking to jump into this one probably very soon. Now we have De-Evolution by Rick Remender. Not sure how to feel about this one. I'm having doubts. It's also post-apocalyptic. Has to do with every living creature on Earth de-evolving. Seems pretty action-packed. I've enjoyed everything else by Rick Remender, so we'll have to see how much I enjoy this one. Also, a pretty short story. Loving the artwork though. Looks like it takes place in a post-apocalyptic Las Vegas. I'm a pretty big Rick Remender fan. He hasn't really let me down before, but we'll see. Next, we have Strange Girl, also by Rick Remender. Has to do with a main character named Bethany Black, who is a black sheep of her religious family. While her family studies the Bible, she is off skateboarding, smoking, and doing other wicked things. Then one day the rapture occurs, she is left on Earth, while her family ascends to heaven. Very interesting plot, looking forward to reading this. Amazing looking artwork by Eric Negan. This has also been on my reading list for quite a while. Hopefully it turns out to be enjoyable. Also seems to be a biblical post-apocalyptic story. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm big on the whole post-apocalyptic genre. Next we have Harrow County Omnibus, Volume 2. Really enjoyed the first volume. Has to do with a young girl who is presumed to be the reincarnation of a witch. Great storytelling and artwork here. Nice use of watercolors as well. Overall, some great horror and nice gore. Published by Dark Horse Comics. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick up the library editions, but I just went ahead and picked up the paperbacks instead. They were much cheaper, but it was a little bit of a wait. I mean, the first Omnibus came out, I'm not sure, maybe even 6 months ago. So I forget a little bit of the storyline. I may have to go ahead and read the first volume again just to catch up. Next, we have Wasteland Compendium 2. Enjoyed the first compendium. Another post-apocalyptic tale. Black and white. Not the best post-apocalyptic story out there, but still pretty good. There are better ones out there, but this one here is still worth your time, I think. The art style seems to be a bit of a departure now that I look at it from the first compendium. We have strange creatures, different tribes of people, and some main characters with some supernatural powers. Not a bad read, and reasonably priced as well. And finally, we have Spawn Compendium 1, collecting issues 1 through 50 of Spawn. A very important book, starting with the birth of Image Comics. I originally had the Spawn Origins trade paperbacks, but decided to sell those off and start collecting the compendiums. Now I prefer either an omnibus or a compendium, just a larger scale book in general. A must read in my opinion. The last time I read these issues was maybe 5 years ago or so I forget a lot of these storylines. Amazing artwork by Todd McFarlane. Can't go wrong. Paper quality is great. You get a lot of content for what you pay. The only issue that I have with this book, as well as the community has with this book, is the absence of the covers for each issue. And Spawn covers are absolutely beautiful. It's a shame that they're not included, and I don't know why. The only reason I can think of is that there's a separate book of only covers that Todd McFarlane is selling separately. That may be why, I'm not sure. I don't see why they couldn't have just added 50 extra pages to this book. Doesn't make any sense to me. That is all I have for you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video, and we will see you next time. Take care.